I'm Cheyenne and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming at y'all with a little cooking video. For those of you that don't know, I'm actually half Korean and half Black, so growing up, Korean culture and food was a big influence in my life. Because of that, I thought I'd share one of my absolute favorite recipes with y'all. It's something that my mom has taught me how to do and something that I've shared with other people in my life. The recipe is going to be for a Korean spicy marinated pork, also known as Daeji Bulgogi. Forgive my pronunciation. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and just jump right into the ingredients. So for this recipe, you're going to need some hot pepper paste, also known as Gochujang, some pork meat, red pepper flakes, black pepper, some sugar, soy sauce, salt, garlic powder, sesame oil, some water, and an onion. Once you have all of your ingredients, you're going to want to start prepping the pork. For this recipe, you typically want to use very thinly sliced pork meat, but I often have trouble finding that in stores. So instead, I usually just buy larger pieces of pork and then cut them down to size. So the way that I like to prepare my meat is by trying to slice it as thinly as possible. Here you can see that I'm kind of just shearing off the top of the meat with my knife, and I find that this is the best way to get those really thin slices. While this cut of meat is preferable, it isn't absolutely necessary for this recipe. The marinade will still be the same. So if you find that it's easier just to cut it into thicker slices, definitely go ahead and do that. Once your meat is ready, you're going to want to go ahead and throw it into a large mixing bowl. To this bowl, we'll add the rest of our marinade ingredients, starting first with the onion. For this recipe, I typically only use about half an onion, but of course you can adjust that to your preferences. Again, thin slices are preferred, but go ahead and do whatever works best for you. Once your onion is ready, you can go ahead and add that into the mixing bowl as well. Next, you're going to add in 2 tablespoons of the red pepper paste. This paste can be really thick, so go ahead and use a spoon or a butter knife to help get it out of the measuring spoon. After that, you'll add in 1 tablespoon of the red pepper flakes. Then we'll do half a teaspoon of black pepper. Next is 2 tablespoons of regular granulated sugar. Next we'll do 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and pretty much any soy sauce that you have on hand will work. After that, you'll add in 1 teaspoon of salt. Then we'll add 1 to 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. I like garlic powder, so I'm going to go ahead and do 2 teaspoons. Next is 2 teaspoons of sesame oil. Finally, we'll add in about 1/2 cup of water. Again, you can adjust this to your preferences, but I find that half a cup of water usually works well. Once you've added in all your ingredients, you can go ahead and start mixing everything together. You'll want to mix it until all of the meat is evenly coated. Once everything's done mixing, you'll want to go ahead and cover it with plastic wrap and set it in the fridge to marinate for at least 30 minutes. Overnight is preferable, but 30 minutes will work as well. While that's marinating, we can go ahead and start preparing our side dish of long grain white rice. I found that the best ratio for long grain rice is 1 cup of rice to 1.5 cups of water. Once that's prepped, go ahead and set it on the stove to medium-high heat until it comes to a boil. Once your rice has come to a boil as such, go ahead and place a lid on it, then turn the heat all the way down to low, letting the rice steam until it has cooked all the way through. Once your meat has marinated long enough, you can go ahead and take it out of the fridge and then begin prepping the pan that you want to cook it in. I typically like to use this wok style pan with a pair of tongs, but again, do whatever works best for you. Go ahead and add in a little bit of oil, then turn your heat up to medium. Once your pan has warmed up, you can begin adding the meat in small batches. There, you can go ahead and let the meat cook through, stirring occasionally to ensure even cooking on all sides. While your meat is cooking, don't forget to occasionally check on your rice. You can go ahead and give it a couple good stirs, then place the lid back on to let it finish cooking. When your meat has finished cooking, you can go ahead and turn the heat off and plate both your rice and meat together. And just like that, you have a really easy, delicious Korean meal. Well, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching and be sure to subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Bye!